welcome back. This time we're looking at the coffee. After all, what we do as roasters, it doesn't get better than the green coffee that we're working with. It's one of the kind of most important things in what we do, and that's why we're here at Volcan Azul, because we believe they have the best green coffee we can find, right? And that's what we're looking for here at April. We're standing next to one of their best tasting varietals. No, it's an amazing varietal. The SO28. We're gonna have Alejo talk a bit more about this, and then also the rest of the varietals we have at this farm.
Well, this is one of the parts that excites me the most about processing coffee and producing and processing coffee, which is the varieties, because with the same conditions we can find a lot of different flavors from the same farm. So having this wide menu, it's really exciting for me. So for example, this is one of my favorites. This is SO28. You can see how ripened it is. So well, and we in all the farm we have over 40 varieties of geishas, of sarchimors, and of some more popular varieties like the Caturra, and they're all giving us something different. And so, for example, this year you will have a menu of our varieties, and you will find a difference, and you will find that some people will like one variety, some people will like another variety. So the idea is to offer a wide menu of flavors from the same terroir.
Yeah, and one of the most interesting things with that, and why, for example, at April this season, you're only going to see Costa Rican coffee from Volcan Azul, from Alejo, from no one else, simply because, I mean, the more we've been working / tasting a lot of your coffee for 2 years now, right? And we're realizing that first of all, the quality is amazing, but it's also extremely diverse, right? So, you know, why buy coffees from different farms when you have all of these beautiful different flavor notes in one of the same farm, right? So we're looking at some really interesting varietals. One of the varietals we are the most kind of excited about, and the first varietal I ever roasted from you, was the Obata.
Yeah.
Obata is really interesting for so many reasons. I'm gonna have Alejo talk about that. But one of the things we're looking into is how can we find leaf resistant, high yielding, delicious coffees.
Well, the Obata for me it's really interesting because, well, it's leaf rust resistant, which is a very big problem in Costa Rica. And also we have found out that in this altitude it's giving us a great quality as well, because many people used to think that maybe it didn't have good quality, but in these high altitudes and with our microclimate is having a great cup. And it helps us a lot as farmers to have some leaf rust resistant varieties. So, and also that's why we are making a lot of research with this type of varieties. We also have other types of sarchimors, because the Obata at the end is a sarchimor that was developed in Brazil. But we are not stopping with only that variety. We are also looking for other leaf-resistant varieties like the San Isidro, that you're also going to take some bags of that variety. And at the end, you will be able to compare to sarchimors, and you will find a difference between their cup profile.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're seeing, first of all, a good diversity in between the hybrids, but it's also a very high cup quality, right? Which makes it really interesting, because also financially it makes a lot more sense for you to push these kind of varietals. And it gives you the opportunity to do these. I mean, we've been around in several different parts of the Volcan Azul farms, and we see this pretty impressive expansion of geisha varietals, right? Where you have a huge selection of different geisha varietals as well. So it's kind of a good compromise as well to work with both, allowing you to have that full range, as you said as well. What do you think we can expect this season, more specifically, or what are you expecting from your coffees this season?
Well, this season, every year we're going to have something new. Now, well, you know, it takes 4 years to have a decent production from one variety. So every year will be very exciting, because we're going to have a new variety producing. And this year we will have, for example, we will have many lines of geishas. So what I'm looking in a geisha is to have these really good floral notes, and we will see which line is better for that. So, for example, we already know that our line, that the Geisha Volcan Azul, that won second place on Cup of Excellence, it already has this jasmine flavor, and jasmine mandarin. It's a great flavor. But maybe one of the new lines of Geisha is going to give a different kind of floral. And yeah, that's the only way to look for new lines and varieties, is to test them and wait for the 4 years you need to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it takes a lot of patience and dedication in that. But I think one of the coffees, I mean, we've been trying quite a few coffees now during this trip, and we're very early in the season. So, I mean, we have a lot more harvesting to be done. But one of the varietals that is also a result of this kind of experimental is an Ethiopian varietal that we tried. And personally, I cupped that over 90 any day of the week. Is one of the most amazing coffees that I've tried. I mean, it's a truly... To have those kind of flavors coming out of Costa Rica is pretty amazing, right? So we're really excited about these kind of tests, and it's a mix, right? We love these really expressive, super high-scoring varietals as well, but we also love the high-yielding kind of volume varietals that are just as tasty as well. So it's always a mix, and that's what we're going to see coming out of April from Volcan Azul, roasted by April later in the season. I think that was it for now with the coffee here, and we'll see what we're going to figure out and film next. Yeah,
great.